Hello, good morning. My name is Magnus Oraka. This is exactly, let me see, what time is it? This is 7 minutes after 8 here in the beautiful city of Jos. So good morning. Before we start this broadcast, I'd like to read a comment somebody made in one of my posts. I think in that post, I said that, in pidgin English, I said that in Nigeria here, now we go school pass. Now we get educated people pass. They say now Southerners now go school pass. But if you notice, as in they gather judges, now northern names are here. Supreme Court, Alhaji this, or Yoruba. Neither Yoruba or Hausa, neither they pick. Yet, they say now we go school pass. So where all those way go to school? Where all those way go school? If now we go school pass, them for in the legal profession, are we supposed they look for Supreme Courts with plenty? They look for Supreme Court judges with plenty there. But I can't notice let's say to get when they constitute the presidential election petition tribunal judges. Now so Southerners cast. Now they constitute Supreme Court. Some they commode themselves. Another Hausa man go come. They commode themselves. Another Yoruba man go come. So be like say we all the school will go. We're not represented there. That's why I made that statement. So here is what somebody wrote. Here's somebody wrote. He said, "My big problem with you is, despite all the nepotism, tribalism, religious fanaticism, which is the order of the day in Nigeria, electoral system and our judiciary, which is the hope of common man, are all gone. You are still talking of one Nigeria. Are you afraid of your place, Urobo or Ishekiri? If you don't want to join Biafra, why can't you go and fight for Urobo nation? Let me tell you, in case if you don't know, Nigeria is irredeemable." Now let me say one thing very, very clear. First, let me address the issue of one Nigeria. I am not fighting for one Nigeria. Let me repeat myself. I am not fighting for one Nigeria. I am fighting for a better Nigeria. Does not mean I say that Nigeria must remain one. There's a difference between fighting for husband and wife to settle and to say they should separate. You must establish that Nigeria indeed cannot work before you begin to talk of separation. You must establish that a husband and wife, you must fight. I ready for una to do. If una come with fight, I ready for una to do. All this IPOB, I ready where. So bring it on. I'm not going to even block anybody. Sure you get me? Are they ready for una? If you come, we go fight. We go fight for inside Poto today. We are ready. So Bishop done. Start them. If you fight for your own region, you never even pay. That's the problem with you guys. You don't even wait here. This guy might be fighting for us. But let me hear him out, because I've not even said anything. I've not even gone anywhere yet. You don't comment. Eh? You wait. Be patient. Hear me out before you start commenting. You get me? So I am not fighting for one Nigeria. Before you tell a husband and wife to separate, you have established that these two people cannot live together. Then you ask them to separate. Abi? Now the reason why I have that Nigeria can work is because the problem of Nigeria has always been that of leadership. Because I still recall, and I will not forget in a hurry, when Osibanju took the reins of leadership for 3 months, and in 3 months everybody saw the difference. Everybody saw the difference. So it is leadership. And the reason why we supported Peter Obi, because Peter Obi, from what he has said, possesses the idea that he knows the problem of Nigeria and can solve it. So let's give it a chance. Now, if after the Supreme Court, they decide that a certificate forger should still remain our president, a criminal should still remain our president, then we will establish that Nigeria cannot work. Then we separate. I move for a separation of Nigeria when we believe that Nigeria cannot work. Yes, now the signs are there, but let us establish the case completely before we know that yes, we cannot, Nigeria cannot work again. Me where they fight every day say but let's establish all the, you think I'll let you they vex, the middle belt they vex pass you, but they don't talk. The middle belt they vex pass you, but they don't talk. So that's one. Then that's the issue of one Nigeria. Then the other part that he said about let me read it again. That now here, one mistake that Biafra agitators in the east are doing is that you just believe that because Nigeria is not working, the only choice available for us in the south is to join Biafra. You just believe that because Nigeria is not working, the only choice available for us is to just join Biafra. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. As you believe Biafra is your own hope, you understand me? So also the Roboman believe that he has his own plan. Is it because we are not talking every day and shouting every day on social media? Therefore we like to be slave. Once you don't support Biafra, you are a slave. You are a one Nigeria person. You like the zoo. And besides, who told you that a zoo? I wonder when you keep calling Nigeria is a zoo. Nigeria is a zoo. I keep wondering, who told you that a zoo is a bad place? Do you know that a zoo is the most organized place? If Nigeria is a zoo, then thank God for putting me in a zoo, because a zoo is the most organized place on the surface of this earth. Because in the zoo, you have lion that eat antelope, you have snakes that eat antelope, you have a giraffe, you have all animals, but they live in peace. Do you know that the zoo is the most peaceful place in this world, despite having lion, anaconda, hyena, because everybody has its boundaries. Imagine Nigeria where Fulani understand their boundaries, Igbos understand their boundaries, Yorubas understand their boundaries. There won't be fight. Since when did you ever hear that lions are chasing antelopes in the zoo? So when you say Nigeria is a zoo, zoo, in your mind you think you are insulting Nigeria, but you are not. You are actually saying Nigeria is a good place. Just because you are so filled with emotion, Nigeria is a zoo. The animals there get their, I'm not talking about Nigerian zoo, I'm talking about standard zoo anywhere. The animals, they get their food as at when due. They have medical, my friend that just retired, my friend in the Scrabble Club that retired from the zoo, he's a medical practitioner. They treat the lions when they are sick, they make sure they are in good health condition, they clean their cages, they are well treated. The only thing is that everybody is restricted to maintain its boundaries. So why if you call Nigeria as a zoo, that means you are actually praising Nigeria. But in your mind, you are thinking you are abusing Nigeria, but you are not. Every time zoo. If Nigeria is a zoo, then I'm proud to be a zoo, because in zoo there is law and order. There is order. You lion, this is your cage. Cobra, this is your cage. This is your cage. When you are sick, they'll come and treat you. They bring your food and give it to you in your cage. They bring monkeys. Do you know that the only place that monkeys will sleep well without looking at their back, whether enemy is coming, is the zoo? The only place antelope will walk freely and not become afraid that an animal is coming to eat it is in the zoo. So why do you keep saying Nigeria is a zoo? When a zoo is a very quiet place. Have you ever seen fight in the zoo? Have you ever witnessed animal fight in the zoo? So it is a peaceful place. It's an organized place. It has administration. It's very orderly. So when you say Nigeria is a zoo, it's a zoo. Eh? That's it. Chibuike Prince, you don't know what you are saying. Fine. Now you know what. That's one. Then two, you believe that because Nigeria is bad, everybody should support Biafra. And let me tell you, the likes of Chibuike Prince, you know me, I don't say things to please you. If because of what I'm saying you don't like me, please feel free to leave this. In fact, unfriend me, go. I don't need you. You always believe that you have more sense than everybody. You believe God has given you sense. Everybody does not have sense the way you have it. That's not true. That's not true. What you have is survival instinct. The ability to survive anywhere. That's why when you are in sports, you do better. When you are in a class, you do better. Because in that class, you believe there's a competition and you have to do better. It's not sense. Sense is the ability, wisdom is the ability to look at variable and remain calm till those variables complete their course of action. Then you decide. And while you are deciding, you remain silent. Those IPOB cannot hatch a plan and keep the plan quiet. In fact, in less than 2 minutes after concluding that plan, everybody will know. That's one. Then two. That's one. You have survival. That's why you go to places that people cannot survive. People cannot hardly go there. You go there and you survive. You make it. It doesn't mean you have sense more than everybody. So don't be parading that definition of a zoo. Let me see this definition. Definition of zoo. A zoo is a place where animals are kept in enclosures for public exhibition. Zoos are also called zoological gardens. Animals. So does that make a zoo a bad place? In your own definition, shall you get me? Your own zoo, your own definition. Does that make a zoo a bad place? So that way we've gone past zoo. You stand by your own definition, but I am an honorable man. I will always live to protect narratives. I will only sell narratives that protect the psychology of my people. You understand? I am one that wants us to come together. I want us to come together, but not in a way that suggests that you know everything. You just design everything and then we will just rush the entire. It doesn't work that way. You get me? Then another thing about this Biafra movement, I am talking about IPOB Biafra. I'm not talking about Biafra for the good people of Igbos who want their country and genuinely believe that Biafra is the only hope. Please, the Biafra I'm talking about is the one by IPOB. The Biafra, the Biafra of IPOB. And anybody who insult me here, I go, this will not be those days where I converse, bring my page down. If you insult me, I will give you back straight away here and I don't get time. Because you say you want something, but you are going about it wrong way, and then you say people must support you. Now, you say you want Biafra, and that anywhere Igbos are, that place is Biafra. Anywhere there are Igbos, that place is automatically Biafra. So because there are Igbos in Delta State, Delta is automatically Biafra. Because there are Igbos in Edo State, Edo is automatically Biafra. In what way do you people reason that way? Your father, Ogboto Eriaku, your father, your entire generation, and be madman. Your father, your entire generation, you'll punish you. Ewe Biafra nonsense. Nonsense. See, let me finish. Make I know your father, your entire your mama, and be your madman. You cannot achieve anything if you claim you know everything. You cannot. You're just wasting your time. Now, you said you've already formed Biafra. Already, one idiot from Finland has already designed Biafra and created states, given the state names, call himself Prime Minister. Who elected you to become Prime Minister? You don't have the Biafra yet, too. You already have a Prime Minister. You already have a Supreme Leader. Your Supreme Leader is an Igbo man. Your Prime Minister is an Igbo man. An Igbo man has already designed me and given me a name. I forgot to read the name they gave where I belong in that this thing. You've already carved Edo State, Delta State, the whole of South and Southeast, and named it Biafra Republic. Give it, is it 50-something states? And then one person already appointed himself, somebody has already named himself Prime Minister. The fact that you have a just cause to cry does not mean if you are doing it wrongly, it makes it right. The fact that you want something and you are going about it the wrong way, you're already doing it wrongly. You're already starting a cause and you have no clear respect for the people you are asking to join you. You see, when I joined IPOB, I never knew. I was hearing IPOB, but I never knew what they really stood for. Then I was attacking Buhari. For those who knew my former page, I was always against Buhari. So they said that I can only be genuine if I join IPOB. And the pressure became so much. I had to join IPOB here in Jos. And I joined, I think for just, 3 months or so. Then I saw everything the way it was. They will tell that it's not Igbo, it's not about Igbo, it's not about. But the truth is that IPOB, according to Biafra, according to IPOB, is an Igbo supremacist agenda. It's a strong innate desire to reposition Igbo in the rightful place of superiority that they are. Now, my suspicion started. I said in your radio Biafra London, I just asked a simple question. I say, why don't you play other songs? Since you say Biafra is not an Igbo, this is for everybody. Why don't you play Ijo song, Ishekiri song, Edo song? Then I said that if I have the music, I should bring it by myself. I said, no, you can always, they are there on the YouTube now. You can download it anywhere. It's not my job to give you music on social, on your page to play. Then when we were in the meeting, they were speaking Igbo. I said to me, you are doing this meeting and I can't understand what any of you are saying. I said, why don't you speak in a language that everybody can hear? Then I told me I should wait. Over time, I'll start learning how to speak Igbo. Then you have not gotten Biafra. This idea of redefining the origin of people, saying that Urobo is Igbo, this one is Igbo, just because you share similar syllables or similar languages, those people are automatically Igbos. Can you not have a Biafra where everybody maintains their tribe and we are still Biafra? Can you not have a Biafra where Igbo is Igbo? The one that answer what this Sunday Olise. Olise say it's not Igbo, but it's in Biafra. Respect what he said he is. If we don't have the Biafra, yet you are preventing people from defining themselves how they want to be defined, how do you think that Biafra is going to be? You've not gotten it yet, but you're already telling people that no, don't say you are Urobo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. Does that not tell you that it's an Igbo agenda? So it is wrong for you to think that because Nigeria is bad, everybody will not troop to Biafra. There's no problem with you fighting. I have no problem with Biafra. For those insulting me now, listen, I have no problem with you seeking your Biafra. But please, don't insult people who say they don't want to be part of Biafra, even though you have joined them, because you're already setting the ground for trouble when the time comes. You're already setting the ground for trouble when the time comes, because it's my choice to want to join you or not want to join. That I didn't join you does not make me a slave to Nigeria. Who told you that I cannot form my own Midwest? Okay, now we talked about the nation of Midwest. The Igbos in Midwest, you say no, we should not take it, they must be part of Biafra. Because Midwest was formerly part of Southwest until Nnamdi Azikiwe came and made it possible for us to get Midwest. They separated us from Southwest because the Yorubas were marginalizing us then. If we want to create our Midwest as a country, and we now say, okay, the Igbos in our area, they are all part of Midwest. You say no, they are part of Biafra. But the same thing you don't want to be done to you, you are doing it to others. You don't want to meet people and negotiate with them. Say, look, oh, you just go and recruit small boys that you brainwash to say, we are Biafra, or hey Biafra, or hey Biafra. Nobody hates you, but you cannot go about something the wrong way and expect people to clap for you. It doesn't work that way. How do you expect one man from somewhere, he's always holding a seminar that they are going to do referendum? Another lie about Biafra is that you think that once you have Biafra, all the properties you have elsewhere in Nigeria will still remain yours because you are going to apply for visa and come back again. The hypocrisy of that thought is so riveting. The hypocrisy of that thought. Okay, you say Nigeria is marginalizing you, but yet if you get your Biafra, you still find visa to come back to that place where you are marginalized. In what way does that make sense? If the place is that bad, then you should be eager to run and leave everything plus your property, leave it and go. So for me, it's a case of like eating your cake and having it. You say Igbos are being marginalized. Yes, politically. Politically, I agree, 150%. Igbos are being marginalized politically. But in every other aspect of life, Igbos are enjoying more than everybody, including those you claim that are marginalizing you. In terms of economy, Igbos have the better advantage of Nigeria's economy than everybody. In terms of social sports, entertainment, you just name it. But politically, yes. You say, if Biafra come, Biafra will be this. I told one of my friends, I say, look, if today they say the Nigeria wants to discuss, let me tell you, because you must understand who you are. You have understood. You need to understand who you are before you start making plans. If today we say, okay, we want to solve Nigerian problem, but every tribe should bring one person that will speak on their behalf. And what time is it now? The time is 8:29, and they said, okay, by 6 o'clock tomorrow, everybody should assemble with their spokesperson. Every tribe, the Birom, should bring one person that will speak on their behalf. The Yoruba should bring one person that will speak on their behalf. And everybody will meet tomorrow 6 o'clock. Do you know that by tomorrow 6 o'clock, the Yoruba would have sent their own. The Fulani would have sent their own. The Yoruba would have sent their own. But the Igbo man, I cannot tell you that before daybreak, about 10 people will die. Why? Because the Igbo man does not have the ability to understand what hierarchy means. Because by the time this one will say, no, who are you? The spokesperson must come from Anambra. No, the spokesperson must come from Mbise. The spokesperson must come from Enugu. The spokesperson must come from Ebonyi. Oh no, you are fake Igbo. You are the original Igbo. You must tell yourself this truth, whether you like it or not. You must tell yourself this truth. You say, I was on the phone with somebody for like how many hours? Say, you come to your place, my place, to develop my place. Why? I did not beg you, say, oh, I can't develop my place, so please come and develop my place. You chose to come, seek for a place, and out of my genuine hospitality, provided a place for you to start business. Then you are bragging for me that you've come to develop my place. Now you won't come develop, I'll not beg you to come develop them. If that been the case, go and develop your place. A lot of people in this, I've seen many Igbos that called me from abroad, say they want to come home, but they are afraid because they are not safe. They don't feel they will lodge in Lagos, and people travel to Lagos to meet them in Lagos. So do not present yourself as a better option to a Nigeria that is failing, making it look as if they create Biafra today, it will be gold, there will be no crisis, election will not be rigged, everything will go smoothly. It's a lie. You know it's a lie. So we are not fighting because we love Nigeria. I want to die in Nigeria. Nigeria is a zoo. If Nigeria is a zoo, oh God, then we don't have a problem. That means in this Nigeria, Fulanis will have their region and they will maintain their region. If Nigeria is a zoo, that means Yorubas will maintain their region, because in the zoo, have you ever seen lion leave his cage to another cage? Wokrit? You know, lion they maintain his cage. That means in a zoo, anytime I'm sick, hospital, ambulance will just come, ask me, they treat me here, come treat for us, I'll come well. In a zoo, when I'm hungry, the zoo administration, they'll bring food. Come when time for me to eat, they'll bring food for me. You understand me? If Nigeria is a zoo, that means when I'm sleeping in the night, I go sleep peacefully, because I know say the lions will come eat me, then they are caged and they are properly secure. So when you say Nigeria is a zoo, I could wonder, do you even know what you are talking? The fact that they are confined If Nigeria, the Fulanis are confined in their own area, the Igbos are confined in their area. Now you go see, try break your cage, come out, go other people cage. Consider the crisis, they marginalize you. So Nigeria is a collective project, and I've said this thing before. Now I've said this thing before over and over again. I said, look, do you know that the people that have the biggest political advantage in Nigeria is the Igbo man? But why is the Igbo man always failing in politics? That's the question every Igbo man should ask himself. There is nobody, the Fulanis and the Yorubas don't have the type of political advantage than that the Igbo man has. Number one, you have the population. Number two, you have the spread. Number three, you have the money. Do you know that in Africa, Igbos are the second richest people in this continent? You are the second richest tribe in the African continent. So if it is to donate money and pursue a political cause, you have the money. If it is to come out and vote, you have the strength. But have you ever stopped to blame yourself? Is First Sokoye not an Igbo man? First Sokoye is not an Igbo man who worked with Mahmoud Yakubu to rig his own brother that won an election. My Joseph Joel, no trust me, I beg. If I do for Yoruba, you trust me. Did I abuse Yoruba, you go to trust me. Did I abuse Fulani, you go trust me. Did I enter you, say no trust you. I beg. For this channel, I don't say I am for every bozy, I am for no bozy. I beg, don't trust me, say because you call me for side, you send money for me, or because you see me I abuse Yoruba, it may automatically say I deal with Igbo, or because you see me I abuse Fulani today, I deal with Igbo. I beg, I am for every bozy, I am for no bozy. You get me? So if you like, trust me. If you like, don't trust. But God knows that I am the most honest human being that is still remained in Nigeria. I'm the most honest person. First Sokoye na Yoruba man. First Sokoye na Fulani man. If First Sokoye were to be a Yoruba man and Mahmoud Yakubu were to be an Igbo man, do you think? I said, if First Sokoye were to be a Yoruba man and Mahmoud Yakubu were to be an Igbo man, do you think a Yoruba man will allow an Igbo man to rig his brother out from an election? But yet, First Okoye, after rigging Peter Obi out, was still the one going to Arise TV defending what he's saying because they give him money. They gave him money. So before you start blaming, you blame Nigeria for all your problems. Blame Nigeria for your problem. At least blame yourself too. At least before you start blaming, say Nigeria do this, Nigeria do this. Ask, what did you do to yourself? If imagine this Peter Obi election. Imagine if all the political elite in the southeast stood gidigba and say, no, it's our turn and we are behind Peter Obi. This kind of rigging for not coming. Imagine first Okoye decided that no, this thing they must do it the right way. Imagine Peter Obi. Look, if Peter Obi does not become the president of this Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Igbo man can never present anybody like Peter Obi again. I am an Robo man. I carry Peter Obi matter for head. Travel to 22 states in this country, making sure that people must vote for Peter Obi. Not because an Igbo man. I would have done that if he was a Fulani man or a Yoruba man or anybody. But because he had something to offer, he understood the problem of Nigeria. So don't say that, join Biafra. No, don't force me to join Biafra. You have to convince me. You have to convince me to join Biafra. And don't think because Nigeria is failing or Nigeria is a failed state, then Biafra becomes an automatic choice. Let me tell you, if you get Biafra, even if it's just the Igbos that are in that place, now every day when they buy newspaper, they read how many people don't die today. Because you are incapable of respecting order of hierarchy. Everybody want to be at the top. Who go they follow for down? Who want follow? So don't vex, say you don't trust me. Please don't trust me. I can never say things to please you because so that you like me. Then later I say, I beg, help me with money. If you have given me money and you think because you gave me money, I will now say what is nice about you, then I'm a hypocrite. Then I should die a useless death. I can't even consider myself a human being. If I see the truth, I can't say it. Imagine if the same Peter Obi that the whole nation liked including Fulanis. This same Fulani, do you know that the place we entered, what do you name of that place? Basa, that Fulani village. We entered. They were begging us for Peter Obi's pictures. So don't be fooled because those who are selling narratives to you will believe that they didn't vote for Peter Obi in the north. They voted for Peter Obi massively in the north. They voted for Peter Obi massively in the north. But imagine while they were liking Peter Obi, someone like Soludo was envious that this popularity Peter Obi is getting is supposed to be me. So it is the me concept. If it is not me, nobody else should get it. While Peter Obi was fighting for president, somebody was telling Igbos to ignore Peter Obi and vote for him because he was looking for Senate president. So you are incapable of putting your head together to say, okay, let us support one man because everybody wants to be that one man. I tell you today, if they do election in Biafra and an Igbo man wins election, the next one, an Igbo man want to be election. The next one, look, no Igbo man will allow on that tribe to become president in that Biafra. That's just the truth. Because everybody wants to sit at the number one seat. Everybody wants to be power. So these are the things that makes us widow because it's like we that are afraid of you. You keep saying that with your oil, that we think the Igbo man we want to come and take our oil. We have oil in Anambra. Look, the oil in the south side is the least of our problem with you people. It's the least. We can take care of if it is to protect our oil. We've been the Niger militant where they boss oil, then get Igbo help. But it's your attitude. We have a culture where you respect elders. Where before you do anything, you go and ask elders. Before you, if I was Nnamdi Kanu now, I must seek the permission of elders before I go ahead. But you can say one because you just get money. If one person get money, if you just come self, he goes when I go slap king self because he has money. So these are the things we don't like. Your cultural attitude is different from ours. Even though we are neighbors, your culture. Have you Wokri, say if you enter Onisha, it be like say you did a mad world. It be like saying a mad world Onisha. Like say, but once you just cross that bridge, enter Sapa, you could just see like say God just use that river, divide two cultures. Just enter, we just see everywhere just change it. The attitude, the mannerism. You know, be like saying at East today. But just Onisha, just hey, man, you get one day then drop me for Onisha. I dey look for motor to go where I dey forget Coca Junction. I don't forget the name. So I look for who go direct me. Do you know that where I go enter bus now 200 naira, now he go carry me go that place. So I eventually paid 1,200 naira. One machine man come say no be just okay enter and not be worry they go. Oh, you enter I know about it. Enter. I say I'm on 500. Now so he carry me come go drop me for one bus stop. Because I make a sit down wait, there they come. And the point you say, once on that person comes, he say, this one they cheat you. He don't already know say don't catch you mugu. He go just falling. He go just falling. He not go feel look say, no, not be so. This man want no, see where you go. No, he go one since you don't establish a be mugu, then man want collect you. Now so that person come to say, now this man, why they do like this now? This man don't know somewhere. You can't deceive. Why? No, I don't like this kind of thing. Organita matchmaker. I say, I don't just carry me to. Now say he must say, can't carry me. Go back to where them bring me from. Say, hey, now here. As he just carry me for the bus. Boss say, you go here. This one they go ekpon. No be ekpon they go. I say, how go they go ekpon? I know say now bridge separate Onitsha and Anambra and Delta. Why I can't go ekpon my way day Edo again? I can't come out. I say no. Now they can't say no. Now they deceive me. As the bring me con, that one knows say na mugu, they don't catch you. This one want chop their own inside. So if I continue to fall now, so everybody go on to take their own from me. And that type of society, they tell you say they won't fight for country for you. That type of society, they tell you say come and join us. We will provide you a better country. Come. As bad as this Nigeria be, as bad as say that they fight for this Nigeria, if you see enter this plateau, 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. you go see me person will tell you say come and sleep here till daybreak and continue. Not lie. Well. Some of us when you want to say make we leave not. That's why say they hear say they keep it. You the one that say why we still they remain for them? Why we no one rush come home? My brother, the thing why they see for north, for south, it's not they encouraging. So I'm not saying North is better than my South. My home will always be my home. I'm a true born Yoruba man, and I'm proud of being a Yoruba man. I'll choose to be born a Yoruba man 100 times. You get me? But that does not mean if I see what is bad, I go say they're good. You get what I'm saying? For this place, if you go, you get one day I go club. This guy they don't chop my money. You know, so when they put money, they bet now. I then chop all my money, remain $100. I don't keep that $100 saying now to enter KK house. As I want to enter, I can't talk, I cannot see the $100. Now I begin the beg. Say my money don't lose. So at least actually the first person go. But by the time I talk to two other KK, somebody just see me say, about God, I enter about you. Don't big pass this thing. That's why I carry me drum for this junction. For South, you lose your money, you go trek reach out. So because no KK go carry you free of charge. In fact, it will be sheer miracle that somebody pity. So when a society don't lose that ability of humanness, let me say this thing on this social media, the best people I've met we get human feeling are Igbo people. I've told you. Now, in fact, if not because of Igbo people, I not feel survive. If not for Igbo people, I not go survive. So, in fact, may God bless all those way. In fact, God bless those 150% time. They've been so nice. You go someone else come and say, okay, don't worry, send your account. They don't push. Send your account. They don't. Because of Igbo people, I feel they pay my picking school fees. Because of Igbo people, I feel they pay house rent. Because of Igbo people, I feel eat, dress, change clothes. But it don't mean say, because you do me this good, I go see wetin dey bad, I no go talk am. You understand me? Because I no go back. Not be say we not be say Lawrence Chukwuemeka Chukwuma onye uka. Not be say we thought the Igbos don't like themselves. But when it comes to power, somebody dey a sacrifice. Okay, me I step down, make this man go. We do not get that. And now where Hausa man take their sense past you 150%. You know, see for PDP primaries, where they don't look the say, be like say we can go win this thing. That day, 9 time Boal step down, say making people support Atiku. Igbo presidential candidate not that primaries that day. Southern primary people not there. Why them to not step down? Since they don't start weekend and get a better chance. But they still stay put, knowing that they will not go win, but they still stay put. Or to get the name, say, I was once a presidential aspirant. That's all. That's all. I am once a presidential aspirant. Assuming the rest people they did, them too then step down for Wike for win. But after you go say, hey, Wike kill Igbo for that place. With that one, I don't forget the name of that place. Wike do this, Wike do that. How some are ready to forgive for purpose of power? They suppose they go forget any personality way there between them. But we for the South, we are not born like that. All I want to say, we get sense, we speak book, we come and speak English. The political spectrum that juxtaposes our abysmal contemplation of Nigerians' irredeemable predicament is a proxy to our natural biopic conjecture that superimposes our inability to surmount undulating variables. You can't just clap for yourself, say, yes, I don't fire them with English. Now your achievement be that too. As they finish that one, the outside man they told say, "Kai amawa ene mutani na wawa ifa." She get na agani she mana babban turanci kenan. Kaga ma turanci amma wawa ne fa za mu ci buroban su wallahi shege. They just go and abuse the nonsense out of you because it's not about speaking English. It's about strategy. It's about tactics. Imagine if the Igbo man have the mentality of saying, okay, this Peter B, from what we are seeing, has a better chance than all of us. Let us come down. Not be one Igbo man immediately. Somebody way win House of Reps on the base of Peter B's popularity. Come on social media and say, I don't know say Tinubu they good though. After listening to Tinubu, I say they very kind, very sensitive. This is an idiot where they vote on the base of Peter B, on the base of obedient movement. Imagine somebody win House of Reps on the basis of Tinubu. On the basis of Tinubu popularity, Congo, they say, no, I didn't know that Peter Obi is good, he's kind. They go chop and roll if you go house. So your problem now you. And the problem is simple. You are nice. God has created you to be nice, and I'm not saying it because I want you to be happy. God has created Igbo man to be nice. Look, if Igbo man trusts you, say you dey true, you dey honest. Oh, if you do mumu for you. But you have to learn to bring yourself down. As Peter Obi dey contest, imagine Nnamani say, I endorse Peter Obi. If they rig this election, this country will go down. Imagine such a person made that statement. If they rig, then waiting this what they call Soludo. If it's them Rochas, where Rochas is quiet, Soludo quiet, Nnamani quiet, Ojizo Kalu quiet. Igbo people then they nice. When Ekweremadu, when they catch Ekweremadu for organ this thing, no Igbo man supported. They all came out and condemned it. When they catch Salisu Ibrahim of Toronto fake university, how some people come, they condemn him. But Yoruba no fit. This one they very obvious, say na criminal, na certificate forger. Yoruba they defend them. So Igbo man they good in many ways. But you see this politics, now them they cause and now you are your problem. Nobody they do you, not even they toss. Now you they prevent yourself from achieving anything. And the reason is simple. Nobody feel they sacrifice your own interest for another person's interest. If you know my interest, all make everywhere scatter. Not be so that they do things. So me, my stance on Biafra be say, not be say I thought say no go, but me, I no join my people inside. I not fit join Biafra where somebody already name himself in a prime minister. Who elect him? Who elect him? Who elected you? Which election was conducted before you became prime minister? Somebody already called himself supreme leader. You know what I mean? The meaning of supreme leader? That means you can decide to carry the constitution and tear it and chop it. Nobody, you go do anything. Nobody. That means you are above the law. The law, you are not answerable to the constitution. So you can, from your actions, you can already tell. You can already have a view, a picture of what the Biafra will look like. So nobody is saying we don't support Biafra. Nobody is saying we don't want to join Biafra, but a struggle with a faulty foundation that has hidden agenda, where people are already announcing themselves as prime ministers, people are already announcing themselves as supreme leader, you're already carving states, you're already creating states without the input of the people you are creating state for. And then you come back and say Nigeria has done bad for you. You can't repeat what they've done to you in a country, and because you are giving it a different name, it makes it good. That's not true. Please, I've said my piece, and I didn't say this thing because I want to offend anybody. Igbos are the last people that I even want to offend in this life. They are the last people I want to offend. But the truth has to be said, because because the truth is that something evil is about to happen in Nigeria. With the way Supreme Court is going about this thing, I feel like say then go throw Peter Obi petition and article petition, they go throw them away. I have a feeling if that happens, I know there's going to be a pandemonium. There's going to be crisis, not even in Southeast, even in the Middle Belt, there's going to be crisis. When that time comes, how will the Igbo man fight? Will he fight with his neighbors that are angry over the same thing, or will he use the opportunity to say, give us Biafra, give us Biafra? For me, I'm not convinced that Biafra will be better than Nigeria. That's why I don't support it. So if you are angry that I'm not supporting it, it's my choice. It's my perspective, and I'm entitled to it. But please don't have the idea that because there are Igbos in Delta State, Delta is automatically a Biafran state. That is wrong thinking, and that is trouble already. You already set trouble in advance for future where you go come. Because the Midwest is the only region that has a certified document that recognizes that place, that came into being after a referendum. The Midwest. So for you to now say because your tribesmen are inside that region, that portion is automatically Biafra land because they speak your language, it already shows that you don't even think before you act. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post now.